Hampshire Regiment. Died exactly today, 1st of September 1918, 100 years ago, age 40. And he is in the Karasouli Military Cemetery in Greece. I don't know if that's how you actually pronounce that. Karasouli Karasouli Military Cemetery. But there's some, there's some info. He was a labourer, mill labourer. No, that was someone else actually, because it's got some of the other info of the family, like where other people in the family came from in the local area. There's a thing here with his mother's grave. Really, really old picture there that was possibly my great granddad's father's and my great granddad on a bicycle. So that'd be a really old bike, because that would have been the 1800s, I assume. I'm not sure. Or it'd be the early 1900s at least. Yeah, good. Cheers for asking, definitely. I appreciate that, mate. Yeah, I'll find some of the actual bits of his military history in a bit. There's not a lot though. It's one of them things. Don't seem to be a lot. Rob said, "How was it, mate? Full of pride for you." Yeah. Actually, it was lovely. They played the last post and that, and the woman who organised it, who was related to, well, he's married to one of our distant relatives. She was loving it. She said it's amazing. She'd never seen so many people at these things. And they played the last post and had the flag up and all that. All the things you would think they would do. Yeah, really good. Royal British Legion doing it, and this lady who organises them for the local people. And we might have our pictures in the paper as well. Yeah, very good. It was nice. I think people should be remembered, shouldn't they? Pete said got 70 quid coat for 40 quid today from Go Outdoors. I'm said waterproof. Never had a good water-resistant coat. No, you know what? I don't think I ever have. Well, I have got a waterproof coat. This is a cheap one. Richard said did a bit of gardening today. Worked the grass. Was looking a mess. I see your video. That was quite good. The chopping up the logs with the bill hook or the halberd. King Kong said, for Amazon, do I have to click on that UK link and then buy things, or if my wife uses it, there's just a code you have? Or would she have to load up the tube? Well, if you can get that link and just give it her, yeah. You don't have to go to YouTube, but as long as you use that link, so you can get the link from anywhere. So what you could do, King Kong, is you copy the links and send it to her and say, shop at Amazon through that. Yeah, and then you can buy anything you want. Mesrez Power said, have you ever considered buying a cookery? I recently ordered a 13-inch Nepalese one. Around 65 quid. You know what? I have. I've even got some good catalogues for some, but it's just the money now. I've never got the bloody money anymore. Let me have a look what that what that bike was, if it was a penny farthing. Yeah. No, it's a little weird three-wheeler thing though, with the solid brakes. The brakes, it was a bar on a bar, and when you pull them, they just pull it up like that. Penny farthing. Geeky Slav said to Weapons and Stuff, there's an Instagram account going under your name. Is that really you? Yeah, I think that is him, Yeah, I just don't use it a lot, does he? I remember him saying recently about his Instagram account, though. Pete said it's Peter. It's a Peter Stormcoat. I think it's named Stormproof or something. Logan said, hi, mate. Don't know if I told you I got a new Lurcher pup, if you know what they are. Yeah. Oh, nice. That's good. You going to do any sort of hunting with the, whatever you do with a Lurcher? I don't know if do they go and fetch things, or is it just, I don't know. But Logan said, also been carp fishing with my mate today and had loads, about 16. Nice. Yeah, I went to if some of you don't know, I went to a memorial for my great granddad today, who died in World War One 100 years ago today. That's where I've been today. Might be why my face is a bit red, getting the sun on my face. It's quite warm. When I said to Richard, the bill hook wood cutting was excellent. It was good, wasn't it? Does surprise you that it would cut that easily, but it does, doesn't it? Just to show how heavy it must be as well. Iron Man said, eating a homegrown stew. Have you done any farming, gardening, grow your own? Yeah, I have grown my own before. I haven't bothered this year. Well, I started to try to grow some pumpkins this year, and then I lost interest and just let them die, to be honest. So yeah, but I have been known to grow tomatoes, peppers, chilies, carrots. It all depends what. Some years I can't be bothered, and some years I like to really give it a good go. Evening jumps at evening, mate. At work at the moment. But can you get away with listening? But can get away with listening to stream 5 hours into a 14-hour shift. Bloody hell, that's a long one. Crystal said, "Hi, Captain Mike. Tonight's topic is quantum physics of outer space and the generation of the galaxy." What did you say? Wow, quantum physics. Yeah, I'll have to come back to you on that one. Once I've said to Richard, how many splits on that thing? Rob said, we're all going to be fucked with not being able to get knives in post. Yeah, I still don't know what's going on with that yet. Because the government is sort of saying, yeah, you'll be able to post some, but not others, so who knows? Once I've said to Cheeky Sav, yeah, I made it so people couldn't imitate me. Don't use it much and decline all friend requests as don't have it to chat with people. Yeah, you did mention that in one of your chats before anyway, didn't you? In one of your live streams. Then he said, it's the local air show this weekend. Had a hurricane and a Spitfire fly over my house, which is cool. No, that sounds good. We're lucky that we seem to be under the path for those kind of things. If anything's going on, we see them go over. You sort of know it's happening. But it's nice, isn't it, when you see that kind of stuff? I love all that kind of stuff. Logan said, yeah, working the dog. Hopefully he has tried hunting with my mate's dog. Richard said, I think I could split 2 8-inch diameter willow logs with one full power swing. I think you could. It looked like it, I tell you. That's splitting them logs lovely. As I said, long pole as well amplifies the power of the pole arm. Yeah, definitely. Hi, Wolf, you right, mate? He said, hi, mate. I can't watch the stream right now. Got some sort of chickenpox infection in A&E. Fucking hell. Well, I hope you get well soon. Yeah, what do you reckon? What is it? Definitely what, chickenpox, or what's the other one you get later on when you've had chickenpox? Shingles, isn't it? Shingles is quite different. Mout's had shingles, you know. Ian said, hi, Mike. Need a laugh tonight. Hopefully you'll get one tonight. I'm a bit tired, so I'll do my best anyway. No, these chats are always you can have a good laugh in these, and yeah. Gasmaster said, just watch Fred's. Very depressing. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's good though. I like Fred's. I think it's well worth watching. Still not watched the other one. I still can't remember what it's called, but there's like an American version, isn't there? Richard said the bill hook hasn't really got an edge either. Imagine it with a sharp edge. Yeah. Imagine, you know, that would be well, you see how it cuts them logs. Cuts them like nothing, doesn't it? Jake said I had an Lancaster fly 25-50 meters above my house. Bloody hell. I'm sparked at the T virus. Well, that's what who said they was ill anyway? That was Firewolf. Yeah, you ain't got T virus, have you, mate? Kern Gang said hot air balloons past my house occasionally. And that'd be good and interesting to see. We had one once really low over our house when I was a teenager. But the first thing when it's stupid teenager. I never got it out or even pretended to do it. But the first thing I thought was shoot an air rifle. Weapons Off said the day after is the American version. There's also a War Game, which Fred's is more comprehensive remake of. War Game was banned from TV on release. That actually may be the one I was thinking of. And they didn't want to break it to the public. They were fucked in a nuclear exchange. Dude PX for a laugh. You a tits, ass, or leg man? All of the above. All of the above, definitely, mate. Or mainly tits and ass, probably. Karen said they give tours in there. All right. Would you do it? Who here would go or has been in a hot air balloon? I probably wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think I would. Vicky Sam said, might need to leave the stream soon as I'm shattered. Yeah, I'm quite tired, you know. I'm going to give it my best. I've tried to go to 11:30. I've got a strong coffee here, completely full. So once I start on that, I may wake up a bit. I must admit, it was nice not having to rush about. The last couple of streams, I had to rush about that fuck where I left everything too late. Today, I was already sat down ready for 10 minutes before I pressed start. I'm man Spark said he hates heights. Gas mask reviewer says, you can see why they recalled the gas mask from the British population. They knew everyone was dead. You know what he said? Won't get me up in a damn flight machine. No, hot air balloon seems too much like. I don't think you hear about a lot of deaths in them, do you? But fuck me, that feels to me that sounds like one of the worst ones that could easily go wrong. Deacon Snap said, been to Yorkshire all week hiking. Oh, that sounds good. Although I bought myself Doom for my PS. You on the PlayStation 4? Have you ever added me, Tiki Slav? I'm Mike2240 if you want to. But I'll tell you what I am going to do. Is everyone still there? It says the chat was off for a second then. This is my PSN if anyone wants to know. They might let you soon change your names on there, so I'll change my name to WeaponCollector when I can. Richard said, if I see a cheap steel night type helmet for sale, get a Slam Man target, should make a good realistic test for Billhook. Yeah, that'd be good, that would, mate. I'd like to see that. Weapons I've said they didn't want everyone dead, otherwise who would toil the irradiated soil? Yeah, exactly. I've got on there God of War, Metal Gear Solid 5, Grand Theft Auto 5, Resident Evil 7, Fallout 4, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, and Final Fantasy 15, or whichever one it is. Weapons I've said to Richards, I imagine the reverse beak from a height would totally crush through a helmet. Yeah, I think so. Rob said, does anyone know where you can get a bedroll like the Aussies have? Don't say Australia. Made me say it now. That's like saying, don't look over there. Don't look behind you. Gasmaster said, I'm getting into camping. Seems like good fun. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I must admit, I haven't done any proper camping for years and years and years, but I'd like to. I've still got all the stuff to go if I want. But he said, okay, get KF2. It's awesome. We should play it, and it's $5 a game. What's KF2? You'd have to tell me what that is. Yeah, you can still add, because you don't have to play games on the PlayStation 4, can you? You can talk to each other in a party, can't you? And that, message people on there. Rob was laughing at the Australia thing. Probably eBay, probably if you know the name of it. Yeah, I must admit you can get a hell of a lot of good stuff off eBay, can't you? But as you mentioned, sometimes it's knowing the name for things or knowing what to look for. Especially off surplus stuff, brilliant stuff on there, but it's knowing what to find and find it in the first place. I'm as Spartan said, they have weapons better than nukes now. Kill just as many, but no radiation. Nukes are obsolete. Cheeky Sam said, killing floor 2. Oh, I'll check that out, mate. I said, nukes are not obsolete as they are the mutually assured destruction option. You need them because they are an insurance policy. Yeah, well, that's what I've always said. People say about us getting rid of them. You've got to have them. Even if you never, ever, ever intend on using them, you still have to have them to stop anyone else using them. Cheeky Sam said, I'll add you. And then he's written Snazzy Smazzy and Sophie. Richard said to Liam, I think its non-glancing blow to the head would crack a skull even with the helmet on, or at least a clean knockout. Yeah, I can agree with you there. But Dude PX had got an Xbox One here. I think America is the only place where Xbox is popular. Yes, everywhere else. Yeah. Well, one of my brothers is into the old Xboxes and always has been. But I've got nothing against the Xbox, and I would have one. But I went with the PlayStation, and I'm probably sort of stuck with them now because I've got a PlayStation account and all that. And but I would, if Xbox had exclusive games that I'd want to play, I probably would buy an Xbox because I still want to get a Nintendo because I love those Zelda games, and they're Nintendo exclusives, aren't they? So I have been known to buy the Nintendo consoles purely just to play the bloody Zelda games. Customized reviews of weapons and stuff. There is a FM12 on eBay for 40 quid. Should I get one? For cracking reasons. One of the weirdest events was that America did not use nukes on North Korea in the Korean War. They had the plan ready and the warheads on standby. Russia and allies barely had any at this point. The idea was to nuke all the major North Korean targets to wipe out the North Korean army and irradiate the border to stop the Chinese from crossing. Now that's interesting. Right, Callum. Good to see you back. I hope everyone's liking the stream. Dude PX, if MacArthur had his way, we would have nuked China during the Korean War. Tell you what, there was some funny old names in my family in the old days. There was an Amos, a Hezekiah. What haven't there? There were loads of really old style names. Isabella, that ain't that weird, is it? But Hezekiah and Amos. Yeah, very interesting. Counted dad style my peers. PC. DJ Raptor, I got a PlayStation 2. I've still got a PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation 3. Yeah, Hezekiah. What a name that is. You don't hear that very often now, do you? One of the things it said about my great-granddad, it said in 1906, he was a regular soldier and was absent from tattoo roll call until found in the town at 9:30. He was given a good telling off by Major Cobb. He was in the 3rd Battalion of the Yorkshire Light Infantry at this time. 10th Battalion was raised in late 1914 as one of Kitchener's battalions. They fought alongside the 8th Battalion at Salva Gallipoli in 1915. Yeah. Alfred died while in action at the Balkans on the 1st of September at Roche-Noire in northern Greece during the final offensive in 1918. Yeah, quite interesting, isn't it? Nick sounds a bye, get to bed. Yeah, good night, mate. I've not heard that song either, Liam. I don't. Well, unless I have heard it. Callum said, "Who, Jenica Bolokov?" Oh, that's a name. DCF said, "Been able to watch the vids and stuff during this week." I said there was lots of crazy jingoistic nuclear war songs in the 50s, 50s America, but when they dropped the atomic bomb is probably my favorite. I probably have heard that, but I just don't know it's called that. It's quite popular. Fucking boiling, man. Weird, we seem to have quite a lot on, and now they've all disappeared. Come on for one question and go. It says there one of my relatives was 100 when they died, so that's good. And another one was 95 when they died. So I think that's a good thing. They say that is a good thing. If other members in your family live quite old, there's more chance that you will. Yes, Master Viewer said weapon stuff does having all that asbestos around you not scare you a bit. No, he's got it all maintained and contained. Sorry, that's what I should have said. Yeah, you don't have it just, you know, any dangerous stuff all out, does he? Got this as a review thing today. Nice little leather pouch. It's a knife, and you can either put a tactical pen in it and a knife. Like that. Or you could just put a smaller knife in. So you don't like that in your pocket. And look what I got imprinted on it. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. There's my torch. Can you see that? Takes forever, this does. I'll hold it up here fucking ages. No, it's better if I have it off, isn't it? Typical. Yeah, so you could have a tactical pen in with it, or if you wanted to, a torch. It says WC 2018 anyway. But I'll be doing a review of it soon. But yeah, you could fit a torch in it as well. But it's just a little knife and pen carrier, like a wallet. It says WC 2018. Right. I'll have a look at that link later. Yeah. Gasmaster is fair enough. Double celebration. I bet those who came and went didn't ask what you had for tea. No, they didn't. I tell you, do you know what I had for tea today? Fucking Chinese. I had egg fried rice, pork balls, sweet and sour sauce, and one single bit of prawn toast, which I shouldn't really eat because it's got prawns in it, but I thought, fuck it, one would be alright, surely. I think I had something else, but then I had some of someone else's chicken sort of stuff. I've said double sealed bags, asbestos is harmless unless disturbed. Richard Smith said it was hot when I filmed today. Sweating like a pig after a few minutes. Yeah, I tell you, it's hot in here. I've said never noticed the temperature on days I'm working, as in hot kitchen, but with AC running. No. Cam said, what does it say? Yeah, it says WC 2018. But you can get it in different colours of leather, different colour stitching. You can get it engraved. Yeah, I'll be doing a review of this soon. It's from this place. Popov Leather. Richard Smith said, I don't know if they still use asbestos in the nozzle of big MiG welder guns. Don't know. Who knows? Bristol said, I had a great uncle that was killed in action in France. I've tried to track down what happened, but unless you have the dates of birth and of regiment, it's difficult. All I have, he was in the cavalry. Yeah, it is difficult. There's the lady who did this for us. I spent years getting all this information. You might be able to find it eventually, though, because if you know his name, surely you might be able to find his date of birth, and then you can work your way from there, couldn't you? And not Z said, do you think pistol crossbows any good for home defence and shit hit the fan? I'd say they are. Yeah, the new ones, definitely. That fucking old redback, definitely. Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, 100%. Weapons officer, as far as I know, asbestos isn't even fully banned here. It can still be used for specific uses. All right. Rob said out merch link in bio. You YouTuber. I ain't got that far yet, but yeah, I will have the I'll have the t-shirts coming soon. I ain't sorted that out yet, but I will do. Number Sabu said I can't eat pork balls, I'd be throwing up if I did. I love the sweet and sour sauce, and I love I used to love prawn balls, but I don't risk eating them now. So the other alternative is chicken balls or pork balls. So I thought, fuck it, I'll go with pork balls. I ain't finished them yet though, and I've had 2 meals worth of it yet. Because I can only eat about 3 at a time, and it's too much. I can't eat any more because they're too sort of greasy. I like them. DJ Rapdown, did he made a chicken curry? Nice. Unemployed Blighty Boy said my granddad did some sort of military service in Belgium. Yeah, this was what I was on about. I don't know if you heard, mate. Yeah, this is my great granddad who died 100 years ago today in World War One. Cam said, "Oh, Liam, my coat is polyester and it says it's Storm Shield waterproof technology." And Liam said, "So I guess they're coated in a patented thing." He said, "Yeah, I guess they never revealed the secret." And I've said, "Yeah, it's not allowed in construction or general products anymore, but for some products, there's nothing better to replace it with." Yeah, I suppose as long as it's not, if they probably could put it in plenty of things, but it's not going to hurt someone, is it? Gasmaster Reviewer said, "Weapon stuff, would you recommend your Flectile jacket?" The Dude PX said, "Sweet and sour chicken balls and Hunan beef." That's good shit. Never had the Hunan beef, but yeah, I fucking love. I would have had chicken balls, but I'd had them last time, so I thought, I'll have pork balls this time. But yeah, I've still got 4 of them left and some rice. Just couldn't finish it. They last about 3 different meals anyway, and plus with the old typical thing that you get hungry again, I can go back again and finish them off. I love sweet and sour sauce. I was saying earlier that every now and then you get that really random, not random, sorry, in the sort of late 80s, early 90s, sweet and sour sauce used to almost be fluorescent pink, or almost like, or orangey anyway. And that's how it was fluorescent pink, and that's how I remember the beautiful sweet and sour sauce from the old days. Nowadays, it's not the same. But every now and then, you get that old style sweet and sour sauce, man. It's fucking beautiful. That's my reviewer said, Gore-Tex. Liam said, what jacket? And he also said, and yeah, you can also keeps its colour properly, unlike regular uniforms that fade with age. I thought it said human beef. Well, I did for a second. And Blighty said, if you bought a date to 7 Place. I ain't sure what you mean there, mate. Dude PX said, with all the message, they never go bad. You could. Oh, MSG, yeah. But yeah, yeah. I like the old MSG. It doesn't have to make things taste nicer though, doesn't it? You ever read up the stuff about MSG? It's quite interesting. The bloke who invented it, wasn't it? He Chinese bloke noticed that everyone loved his nan's seaweed soup, wasn't it, or something? And he tested all the ingredients in it, and he found out it was something in the fucking seaweed. And then he refined that down to MSG, and then he found if you put MSG on any food, it was a flavour enhancer on it or whatever. Yeah, quite fascinating, MSG. Yeah, I've got mixed up for a second, thinking you were saying message there. Yeah, it'll never go bad. You can put it in your bug out bag. Yeah. Yeah, I like a bit of MSG. That's why Pringles, once you pop, you can't stop. That's all the MSG in there. Weapons of the silent beef as people. Yeah. Richard said, was watching the test of the German fragmentation vest against bullets. It put on a tree stump. It managed to stop quite a few pistol rounds. Cam said, sorry, boy. Unemployed, but was in the past when you bought a date to your place. Oh, what did I say? Oh. I'm trying to think. That has been many years ago, but yeah, we did have guns on the walls years ago. You know what? I can't remember any. We were never saying anything about it. Yeah, but then that was a long time ago. It'd be a last resort bringing them back here. I'd rather go somewhere else. Maybe go back to theirs first. Dude PX said that's cool. Never knew that about MSG. Yeah, I looked it up. I don't know why. I heard about MSG and then I found out like what it did, and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna look that up, and it was really quite interesting how it came about. Yeah, monosodium glutamate, isn't it? MSG. Yeah. Sometimes if I'm eating something, I think, oh yeah, I really like that. I'll have a look at the packet. Yeah, MSG, and that's why you like it so much. Sometimes I say, this is my rifle, this is my gun, this is for shooting, this is for fun. What when the birds come in here? Yeah, I make them stand there in the corner and do the gun drills. Gun drills there with the gun, and the gun drills there on the bed. Ian said full mental jacket. Yeah, exactly. Unemployed said, get yourself back out there. You're a smart guy. Cheers, mate. I will do eventually. I'm enjoying being single at the minute. He said, remember that scene in Full Metal Jacket? Yeah, I remember it, mate. I remember it. Yeah, nice little pouch ring, I thought that was. I'll do a review of it soon, because that is what it was sent for. Pop of leather. Have to whack that up on the gun board. That's a sticker. Unemployed said, yeah, mate, I've got some nice gun drills. That's why I said, in cadets, we had to sleep hugging our rifles. Yeah. And I've said that there are many rifles like it, but this one is mine. DPX says you don't need a girlfriend to bust your balls. Well, that is what I get told all the time. I'm always getting told that. Stay single. It's much better. You'd be surprised how often I hear that. I'll put this back. Try not to mess around with the stuff until I've read the review. Don't class it as mine until I review it. Might have a look at this old tactical pen. I do like this one, this old steel one. It's lovely. When I went out today, I EDC'd this one, and I even got it out at one point to write my email down. But then I didn't need to. Someone else already had a pen out. So. Oh, coffee's kicking in a bit now, waking up a bit now. Yeah, this one's fucking, I love this one, it's brilliant. Bit bigger than that one though. Zaf said, I wonder how long it'll be until the stupidly bright 20k lumen torches will be really affordable. Yeah, probably not very long. Unemployed said, is that a pen? Yeah. What's funny about that? Can't carry much else, can you? I've said probably not ages, as you can buy those 10k lumen flashlights that are probably about 5k for 20 quid. Yeah, I don't think it'll be that long, do you? Wait for the old Chinese to get hold of the technology. Mike Pro says it's a good idea for everyone to start using space hoppers instead of cars to be more environmentally friendly. Oh, is it a good idea? Yeah, I think so, Mike. Could be. Saves the environment, doesn't it? What do you fill the space hopper up with, though? Is it just plain air from your lungs, or if you're using like a machine to blow it up, then not very environmentally friendly. So. Ian said there's the first scene from Full Metal Jacket that someone has dubbed Donald Duck's voice over Sergeant Hartman's dialogue. Brilliantly done. Nice. Sometimes it sounds like a Monster Raven Looney Party policy. Or what the space hopper thing. Richard said, I don't like the name. What is that, Lawrence? Only faggots and sailors are named Lawrence. Or was it Lawrence? Love that quote from Full Metal Jacket. No offense to anyone. I don't know how you could even pronounce that name. Was it Lance? Mike said, since you put a few extra pounds on, I don't use the space. Since I've put a few extra pounds on, I don't use the space hopper anymore. I just pick up my feet and roll. What Marcus's comment? Who's your absent name, Marcus, tonight? Don't see nothing from Marcus, sir. Everyone been liking the stream? Always, you got to say it, because if people do like the streams, it helps them get shared more, and then we'll get more people on potentially. Everyone been doing it today? Yeah, I liked it. I have to remember to say that on mine. Yeah, it's one of those things you don't remember. It don't even cross your mind after time, does it? Unemployed said, so you have any long-term plans to do with anything? Not really, mate. No, I don't think I really have. I've got ideas of what I would do for multiple different situations, but nothing long-term. Mike said, does Hank Marvin Hank? Or does Hank Marvin? God, I don't know about that one. Remember, I said also was good at work today. They finally got the sorting station sorted out, so it makes my job so much less stressful. Loading the industrial dishwasher. We'll probably do a stream for about an hour tomorrow evening after work, most likely just an audio one. Yeah, I'll join in as long as I know you're on, sort of thing. I missed the last couple, didn't I? I think I was on PlayStation 4. I did a bit of welding today, got the welding fever back. Yeah, I need to get back in the shed soon because I've not done it for ages, so I've sort of gone off it. Need to get back in the mood for it. Richard said, good thing I never joined the army. If the drill instructor said anything like Full Metal Jacket, I wouldn't get to stop laughing. Oh, that'll be a pain then. Tino Rap Jam said, my channel is very slow. Just keep whacking the videos on, mate. I don't mind just recommending yourself on here. That's fine with me. You can do that. Make sure you put plenty of tags in your videos. That helps. If you don't have tags in that, then your video's pretty much not going to be seen. Or not, you know, it's going to be very difficult for people to find it. It's just the thing. Nowadays, it's harder. YouTube's a bastard now for getting started. YouTube seem to do everything they can to stop any smaller channels getting anywhere now. But they're not interested because they want the bigger ones to make the money, and they can't be asked with small channels. Gasmaster use of weapons after you should buy a caravan and live in it. Sometimes it depends on what content you make as well, as I think YouTube is becoming more family-friendly network. Friendly. Yeah, that's true. Rita said tags up a lot, yeah. Weapons I've said to Gasmaster Viewer that we'd have to legally buy land as well to park it on. Yeah, unless you add it in like a caravan park. You could be a trailer park boy then, caravan boy. Endo 11 said hi from Canada, the former Dominion of Canada. Right, mate. Almost like Mike, know any good steel merchants I can get good value sheet metal? No, I'll be honest with you, I don't. I get all my every time I make something, it's either scrap I've just found, or I'll get the metal from buying pry bars. Get them great big flat pry bar things for £7, 21 inch. Cut the tops off. You have about 18 inches of or a bit less of decent bit of steel. Mike said, would you ever consider wearing an umbrella hat when it rains? And when it's dark, would you wear a police helmet with a light blue light on the top? Umbrella hat, no. And police helmet, no. Definitely not. You should have told me to pick one of the two. If I had to pick one, it'd be the umbrella hat. Ian said, is there a UK GearBest app? Keep getting the American one. Well, if not, I'm not 100% sure, Ian, but what you can do is, I don't know about the app, but go on to .com and then you go up in the corner and you can change the, on the website, you go up in the corner and you change the, you then change the currency to UK and then the delivery to UK. DJ Rapcom said, thanks, I'll try it. Guns have become a gypsy. You still have to probably pay a fair bit for rent at caravan park. Yeah. I just meant we have to buy the land, that's all, you know. In my area, lots of people buy canal boats as they are far cheaper of renting 300k houses. King Jumper said, I'd much rather live on a narrow boat than a caravan. Oh, that's what I think. Narrow boat with a leak or a caravan with no windows. Probably I can't swim, and narrow boat with a leak sounds quite dodgy to me. So caravan with no windows. I just board them up. Ian said, cheers, Mike. That should work. I know when I go on to GearBest, it's always in the bloody dollar thing. So I have to change. Yeah, you go in the corner and you change it to pounds, and then you change the delivery to the UK, and it'll tell you the right prices then. Endo 11's a tall order. British Smith said, look for the local milling factories or steel cutting factories. They usually have offcuts or pieces they made mistakes on. Now, that's a good idea. Yeah, I bet you can get it. I bet you might be able to get some of that for nothing. But yeah, you'll be surprised. You know, whenever you see me making something, apart from if I've ever said that I'm buying it with Patreon money, I never buy anything. I never buy any materials for anything. That crossbow I've been making, the only materials I bought for that are 2 bolts and the weaver rails and the tent poles for the prod. That's it. And even that's like the most I've ever bought for something. I've seen a few people set up those vans with the nice bed and furnishing, but yeah, that's something I'd be more likely to do that over anything. Yeah. What do they call that? There's a name for when you set up a van but you make it still look like a normal van from the outside. Stealth camping, that's it, isn't it? Or stealth. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, stealth camper van, I suppose. Yeah, if I was going to have to live in something, not an house, it'd probably be more likely like that. Buy a van, turn it into a livable thing, and then make it look on the outside like you couldn't tell. Richard said almost most caravan sites won't let you keep a caravan that's over a certain age. Oh, right, I did not know that. Yeah, that would make a big difference. I'm asked, have you seen those semi-permanent concrete refugee tents? No, I've not. No. I said, I think stealth camping is normally sneaking somewhere, camping at night, and then leaving undetected. Yeah, it's probably not what I mean then. Then he said, I've started reading War in the West by James Holland. It's a good read. I never heard of that. Unemployed Blighty Boy said security guard told me I couldn't leave it there. Pete said back on PC now. Is that why when you change accounts, I've always wondered what it was. Well, for today, mate, I'm considering purchasing a swamp with an island in the middle so I can live in it, 10-foot walls and a drawbridge. A good idea. Right, I must want to ask us a question, Mike. Well, I suppose there's the old classic. What did you have for dinner? What have you been doing today? What's your favourite knives then? All of you lot, what's your favourite knife? Tell me. Put me on the spot and I can't think of any questions then. I'll have a think while we're going along. I'll have a think of anything I want to ask you lot. What would you rather live in? Caravan, stealth camper van, or a narrowboat, I suppose? Yeah, I must admit, apart from the fucking Chinese I had, all of the rest of the stuff I had today was crisps. Fucking microwave burger before I went out, just so I had something to eat. Bloody cookies I cooked. Oh, crap. It's all crap today. I haven't had a single vegetable today, I don't think. Ian said you can get a roof tent for SUVs and Land Rovers that fit on the roof bars. Start about £1,000. I've seen them, yeah. They look quite good. Pete said, do you like the Witcher games or you think you'll get it? I've never played them, but they look quite good. I think I might have seen one of my brother play one. Rich said, trying to think of what to build next. Got a mace, that Fallout sword in the grave, a warhammer, and a crossbow clone. Don't know, you got plenty there though. Iron Man Spartan said, cookery, I have a World War II British Army original narrowboat. Prefer bunker. He said, I don't have a favourite knife. I've said, wasn't an option, but a small boat that's seaworthy would be brilliant. My friend's parents used to have one for quite a while. Yeah, me not being able to swim and having a perforated eardrum that if I get water and gives me an ear infection puts me off boats and water. Unemployed said I wouldn't stab anyone because I wouldn't want to be stabbed, hence I wouldn't carry a knife. Ender 11 said I have an all metal Austrian knife my grandfather had in the bottom of his old trunk. It's a kitchen knife. That sounds good. Richard said should make a messer or a falchion cleaving sword. Yeah, try and think of something. I don't know. All them things sound good, Rich, but yeah, I don't know. You've got the capability of doing. Tell you what, you might want to do: make some fucking weapons that are in films and games. People love that kind of stuff. Ian said I have the Ganzo Firebird 803. Not sure what that one is. Need your Raptor, and I would love to live in the canal, but yeah, if I could you know, they probably don't need to fucking swim to come out. But yeah, that does it. Does sound good. But yeah. When stuff shit hit the fan, I think a boat might work better than a car, especially if you live near a big river or the coast. Yeah, someone was saying to me about that. If it was Electro. Electro said if there was ever shit hit the fan, that he would have to go back to the old ways around their area, and that would be travelling in boats up rivers. Yeah, Bristol said I have a few knives, but my favourite is my diver's knife. I had it a long time and used. I'm Martin said, would you prefer a woman with size 14 feet or a woman with no teeth? Fuck's sake. 14 size feet, I reckon. Wolfrog said Smith & Wesson HRT boot knife, PBK, Bowie, Tipway stacked hunter knife, Elan, EN, one lock knife, Wolf EDC, and custom Victorian Ox pen knife. Favourites in each category. Pete said I've got the blow up 2-person boat. Wolfrog said I can sleep in my car, it's big enough for 2, or seats down and has Imo black tint in back windows. Yeah, that's the thing. I forget about that. Yeah, you know, you can if you have to sleep in any car, as long as you've got a car. If you've got a car, you've got somewhere where you could live if you had to. It has been known for people to live in their cars. You just have to know where you can go and have a wash and stuff. That's the difficult thing. But now with the internet, you can find out that kind of information. The little secrets only people would know who have done it know. But now with the internet, you just look, you know, what do people do if they live in their car and they need a wash, and it'll tell you they join a gym or they do this, they do that, or you know, have a wash at work, stuff like that. You know, how do they charge their laptops? Or they go to the library, stuff like that. It's knowing these little things. Whereas I said, what would be good with a boat is the motor on one of those small islands or a river somewhere. Yeah, yeah. A moor, yeah. Boat is to moor it on a. Yeah, exactly. Richard said to Liam, there's a lot of different things a lot of people do and don't consider a fortune I find on the internet. Pete said, and in winter, as long as you have plenty of warmth in the night. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, mate. I said, having a boat to live on would be awesome. I must have said, how's the cheap tactical backpack holding up? I bought one and the zip broke. Ah, fuck's sake. That's petty, isn't it? Be honest with you, I ain't used it properly yet. But I did have that problem with one of my other ones. Which one was that? Is that the little one? Well, because my car is big, I wouldn't if it was any smaller. There's a kettle in there. Plug into the car. As I've said, I disregard a lot of those experts on the internet. Fortunes in general are European swords, primarily with single edge designed for slashing. Yeah, I'll have to let you know. I have noticed one thing with some of those cheaper bags. They are all right, but they are only as good as the price you pay for them. And I have noticed if you really pack them in, you can fuck the zips up. But I think for lighter duty kind of stuff, you know, the problem is, you know, I packed one of them so much I broke the zip, and it's because I was putting too much stuff in it. Not saying you were, mate, but yeah. But yeah, I think they're good for what they are, but they're not perfect. And that's right. Yeah, little one, I can patch it up. But the little black one was all right. But that brown one, I've still not properly used it yet. Double side boost. One of my favourite knives is the Herman Schneider slasher knife. In the Cobra one, yeah, that's nice, that, isn't it? Very unusual. Then he said, well, for categories, Ontario Marine, Raider Bowie, Opinel number 8, Holter Force heavy duty knife, Condor, Humunga, Swiss Champ, and Victorinox Tinker. Then he said, but it just reminded me of the shitcase cinema review of it. Pig, 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 pig. Fucking hell, it's hot now. Double should I have that as a tat on one of my arms? It'd be rude not to. I might have to watch Cobra again soon. I've not watched that for probably fucking 20 years. Iron Man Spartan said, is the pump action with long barrel of Diak? Yeah, it is, mate. Yeah. Just freaking just look at a fucking reply. Someone replied to me. Right, where am I? Yeah, he's gone now. Weapons I've said to Richard and Allspear, or however it's spelt, would be cool. Armor piercing spears on for killing knights. Bullfrog said, I went to Pound Stretch, a student shop today, and they had 500ml bottles of water for 10p. I bought 23. Now it makes you a student now if you're buying from there. Pete said, Sinner, goodbye. Also picked up 1,000, what's that, 15,000 milliamp power bank as well. Yeah, that sounds good. Cobra was a great concept. It was let down due to heavy MPAA censorship and the TV movie film. Yeah, I'll have to watch it again. I've not watched it for about 20 years, probably. I almost watched the trials are annoying. Yeah. Yeah, I do like it when they're, as the old saying, obvious troll is obvious. It's easy to get rid of them then, where he wasn't even fucking trying to hide. Because you get some who come on and they're obviously a troll, but they're trying to pretend not, and they're waiting for their punchline to kick in. They want to reel you in, and then suddenly come in with some crap. But after a while, it's so easy to spot them, because when you suddenly get a complete randomer come on who's ignoring everything that's been said, you know what I mean? Richard Smith said, we'll have a look at our spear. Oh, a power bank big enough to beat someone over the edge with it. Head in with it. Unemployed said, do you need a certificate for deactivator? No, you get a certificate with them, but you don't actually need it. As far as I'm aware. Yeah, you get a certificate to prove that was properly deactivated. But I'm pretty sure if you don't have that deactivation certificate, you won't get done for it or anything, as far as I'm aware. I've got all the ones for mine anyway. But yeah. So I suppose what they would probably do is take it away, get someone to check it, and then that person would say, yeah, it's been deactivated to the right spec, and then give it back to you. Pete said, I think you need it for resale. Yeah, because you'd have to prove what yeah, but yeah, you don't, it's not like a shotgun certificate or something like that where you have to have it to buy them and that. Pete said it's power bank, a slang term. Not as far as I'm aware. I'm Spartan said, who will inherit your weapon collection? Do you have a nephew? Yeah, I've got a nephew and a niece. Yeah. Multiple actually. Yeah. So yeah. Probably someone like that. If I still have it by then. I might get to see there are some things I would never ever get rid of. But if I either got like really fucking hard, I haven't had to. Some of it could go. But yeah, there are some things like the Fairbairn Sykes fighting up and that who would definitely be given to another family member. He said, talking of banks, my bank manager always wears a white suit and a white hat because he's the Lone Ranger. I thought that was serious at first. Yeah, no. Richard Smith said, just look them no harder to make them a rapier blade. Some suburbs unfortunately new laws prohibit grandfather rights on the axe. What does that mean? What, I can't give it to someone? There's nothing that actually proves I own it. You know what I mean? There's not a single thing in this thing that says I own that stuff. You know what I mean? And they're still legal to own it. Anyone can own them, can't they? So I don't need a license to own deactivators, do I? I might be, I don't. I thought the grandfathering thing was for selling things, wasn't it? Or if you needed it, I don't know. Or if it was illegal, they're not illegal, are they? I don't know, just ignore. When I said, yeah, sort of like the big round rapier mounted on a spear with the big guard on it. I think the idea was you would have to formations of them used against heavily armoured knights. What was your favourite crap student benefits criminal shop out of B&M, pound stretcher and home bargains? Home bargains. I said what I've been in. Oh yeah, well I would never intend on selling it because I know that I can't sell none of them. Yeah. Well, I could sell the shotguns because they don't need more deactivate. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. I never had any intention of selling them anyway. That was just people bringing it up in the thing, wasn't it? I know what I said. Pork pie, Scotch eggs, and Cornish pasties. Oh, pork pies. It'd be pork pie definitely because I don't really like Scotch eggs or Cornish pasties. They're not easy. Scotch eggs and pork pie and pasty, please. And I said, yeah, you can legally own them, mate. The law just means you can't sell it without further deactivation. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know what I said, but yeah. I would sell the ones that I could legally sell, and the ones I can't sell, I would give to someone. You know what I mean? Ian said, if you need a new DX certificate, it has to go to Gun Proof House in Birmingham. They set them to the new DX and weld them up solid. Pete said, I found a DX after a boating accident. That's one way to pass it down. Well, as they mentioned, I think you can give them to someone because, as I mentioned, there's nothing actually says I own those. So they're not necessarily mine anyway. They could already be someone else's. Nothing, not a single thing that proves that I own them, is there? Oh, that's right. So cheap pasties are just potato. I think that's why I don't like them. Too much potato in cheap ones. Awful said pound stretch out a big kitchen knife for £1.49. Criminals can't kill people with those. Yeah. No, didn't you know that, Bullfrog? A kitchen knife can't actually hurt a person. A kitchen knife can only cut meat. If you try to stab a person with a kitchen knife, it doesn't actually hurt or even go in them, according to the government, anyway. Or animal carcasses, then, Pete. Pete said, yeah, got to be a proper one. When I said to Bullfrog, no, because the Home Office said clearly kitchen knives are not intended to cause harm. Richard said, that's the fighting knife you have there, and I've got a diamond cross-section dagger blade similar to it, and forged out, just needs crossguard and handle to complete. Pete said, just cut meat, people equal meat. All right, thumbs up, I'll have a look. I don't eat a lot of fish now. I used to. Yeah, thing is, what's happening, Reed? I'm getting mixed up. There's too many people talking about different things, and it's confusing me now. But I actually can't even remember what I said to for you to even say like what you said. You know what I mean? But I like seafood. I don't really like normal fish, if that makes sense. I prefer seafood. What does that legislation actually say, though? Like in basic, too much to read at the minute. No, I'll just read it. I wasn't really sure what people was trying to tell me. I didn't know what I said. But, yeah. Well, let me put it another way. The stuff I could legally sell, I would sell. The stuff I can't legally sell, I would either get rid of or give to someone. I must want to set a topic. I'll have a little think. I used to like tuna, but yeah, I don't really like tuna. Bullfrog said I spent 20 minutes browsing empty store full of crap, no customers, no staff, no tills, and I've stolen the old bloody shop. And that's easy. I used to know a girl who stabbed her husband in the leg with a pair of kitchen scissors. He was snogging on another girl at the time, to be fair, though. Well, he was. I thought he said she was. I could imagine this woman kissing another girl and then stabbing some bloke in the leg. Stu said, do you need a license to collect antique guns like black powder, even if they are in working condition? Not sure, mate. There are some, yeah, that you can just buy, yeah. Pete said, set topic, press 1. I've said, some places won't sell unless you have a firearms certificate. Both of them have scissors is in, not Z, not Z. Richard said, yeah, looks like the end, but my wife forced around second blade. Oh, and he said he highlighted the bit. Yeah, all right. Oh, that does say, yeah. Firearm deactivated to any standard prior to the 8th of the 4th, 16, including all previously UK deactivated firearms, can no longer be sold, gifted, bartered, exchanged, or transferred, including by inheritance. Yeah, well, I just have to fucking give them to the fucking pigs then, wouldn't I? Oh, well. Yeah. Yeah, well, it says it, doesn't it? Yeah, I read that. Peter, you have pressed 1. Topic is camping. Richard, Mike, have you skinned a rabbit or any other wild life or fish? Which one of your knives would you use? Well, I'll tell you what I use if I've got it out. I'll tell you what I tend to use. I don't know if I've got it in here at the minute. Where the fuck is it? I tend to use pretty much what any knife I can find would be the easiest to clean, if that makes sense. I normally use a lock knife. It's a bit bigger than this, but it's normally just something like that. And I've done fish, rabbits, squirrels, pigeons, and pheasants. Not with this actual knife, but something very similar. Yeah, jumps out, Bill. I didn't actually know that. But cheers for that. Yeah, I was getting confused, so I didn't know if it was something I hadn't, Yeah, cheers, mate. Liam said, didn't say you can't lose them, right? Yeah, exactly. Nah, didn't have to give them to the fucking police then, will I? I'll chuck the fucking things in the cunt's faces while I'm doing it. Ian said, ridiculous law. Well, it is, yeah. Thing is, I can't see how they could ever prove anything anyway. But yeah. This can result in a final custodial sentence up to 5 years. Yeah, but who gets the custodial sentence and the fine? The person who's dead, who's left the guns to someone. or the person who's received them. Cunts, aren't they? That pisses me off, that does. But I've known for ages that pretty much most of my stuff's fucking worthless now anyway. That's the other thing the fucking cunts want to do. If they can't take it off you, they'll make it fucking worthless for you to make it so that you don't want to collect it anymore. You know what he said? Don't give them to the plod. Use them for testing crossbow first, then give them to the plod. Yeah. Oh, this won't be. The thing is, we're talking about a thing about when I'm fucking dead anyway, and fucking you know. I don't intend to. They're going to be mine forever, and then when I'm not here, I literally couldn't give a fuck who has them, really. You know what I mean? I would like to have given them to someone, but well, it's only the D-Axe anyway. It's not like I can't leave everything else. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 D-Axe there anyway. You know what I mean? It's not a big fucking loss, is it? Not my whole entire collection, is it? That was just deactivated, wasn't it? Or was it? Someone going to tell me they're all fucking can't be given to anyone now. Anyway, that's all bollocks anyway, isn't it? So, Bullfrog said, my local town, all the good shops getting replaced by these big cheap shops. The people on benefits, there are over 15 various pound shops. B&M bargains. Yeah, we just had a B&M around here, I think. And Ian said, they are ridiculous, they are antiques. Yeah, exactly. Crystal said, nice. Yeah, said, random stuff, thanks, pal. Unemployed said, calf skinning nice by Victorinox. My Gene Sad was a butcher. Granddad, I assume that means. After his military service. Or we should build them somewhere else, like in the sea. As I said to Bullfrog, supply and demand, those shops shift more stock that cheap. PJ Raffin said, don't like the police. Don't like the police, call a crackhead. Yeah. As I said, well, you left them in your will to someone you don't like, so they get sentenced. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, that'd be the way to go, wouldn't it? That's actually quite a good idea. I like that. Bullfrog and Liam, they are empty. It's a graveyard, mate. And then Liam said, I've never seen a quiet pound shop. Iron Man Spartan said, all these laws won't matter and shit, fan, bring it on. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Rig, I didn't know that, but yeah, cheers for that. Yeah, I didn't actually know that. But, well, I think I did. The problem was I'd forgot it because when we're talking on here after time, when I've said something, when people reply, it's nowhere near when I was talking about what I was talking about. The delay. Yeah. Just reading it again quickly. Pete said, the final fuck you. Good idea. Yeah. Unemployed did not set a topic yet, mate. I can't bloody think of one. When I said, leave them to the police chief in your will. You won't like receiving them that way. That's a good idea. I like that. They're not easy, Don. That's what I'll be careful what you wish for. I'm as bad as it cannot be worse than this. Yeah, funny thing is, I was talking about a sort of thing like that earlier about how, because it was the anniversary of my great granddad dying today in World War One, 100 years ago. I was saying how there's not, who would want to fight in a war for this country now? Because there's nothing to fucking fight for, is there? But the only thing I could think of most people would fight for in this country is their family. But you certainly wouldn't want to fight for this fucking country itself, would you? Because what would you want to save in this country now? Wouldn't be worth it, would it? Bullfrog said, why can't charity shops have stuff in there that isn't junk? Then I'd buy, I'm talking antiques, but no, it's always donating stuff. That's shit. I'd rather just give money. Just give them the bloody money then. Stop complaining. Unemployed Blight Boy said, it's not lost yet. Yeah. I suppose you're right. But, yeah. But it'd come down to family who you'd want to fight for, not no one else. You wouldn't want to. As I've said, I did an opinion polls on this. Britain and France are some of the lowest scores in Europe compared to Finland, Russia, and Poland. I'm most likely, fuck this country, sold us out. It was a different time in the old days as well, though, wasn't it? Yeah, I certainly wouldn't want to fight for fucking greening country nowadays. And then, when I said that's for wanting to serve your country in time of war. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. Of the lowest scores, you'd think so, though, wouldn't you? Because you think, what would you be saving? What would you be fucking saving? Because as we were saying about my great granddad going back, he'd served his time and went back again, and you'd think, why would you do it? But you would in World War One because you thought, well, if you didn't fucking go back and we lost, you'd all be fucking dead or took over, whatever, anyway, wouldn't you? So. I'm going to delete your comment, Bullfrog, because you do that every time, and I just don't want to have that conversation. No one said they was going to join the army, did they? Ingdom said, have you seen most teenagers these days? They are soft, couldn't fight a big war even if they wanted to. Pete said, I got a triple jet lighter from Go Outdoors today when I got my coat. Took it and pressed the button down. Okay, it's working. Took my finger off the button and the thing was still lit. Fuck's sake. The gas would not stop it. Turned it down and blew the flame out so I could hand it back to the shop. Fuck's sake. Unemployed Blighty Boy said, I'm working with an army guy at the moment. He's no sympathy for the Islamic country. No, it should be gone. Is it? I don't want the arguments about that. It does my head in. I can't be able to fucking listen to it. It makes me not want to come on the streams when, when I said I think it's a big war kick. Well, you can probably still see it, Bullfrog. Maybe no one else can see it. When I said I think if a big war kicked off and conscription started, it would lead to riots and civil war. Yeah. Richard Smith said, I'd rather go to prison than fight for this country, in all honesty. Yeah, I can pretty much agree with you there. All right. Topic, I don't know. I'll come on here for a relax. It's not a fucking heated fucking debate about stuff. I'd rather hear Zed not seeing Jumble Sales Boo's bad jokes right now. Best comedy movie. Then, yeah. What's your favourite comedy movie? No, I don't own a lot of comedy movies, but ones I've got up there. Tell me if you've seen any of these. I've got Bubba Hotep, 4 Rooms. I like that. A couple of the scary movies. Team America, World Police, Beavis and Butthead, National Lampoon's Class Reunion, all of the Monty Python films. Crime Wave, that's a good one. Dean Jump said topic, Twix or Maltesers? Maltesers. I don't know, actually saying that. I like both of them. Joe Cook said, you rock, man, keep it up. The vids, I've made one duster and I called it Mike. Pete said, but the gas was still coming out after I'd blown out the flame. It was just faulty. I said, Dr. Strange over how I learned to stop worrying and love the bomb. That's good, isn't it? I do like that. Joe Cook said the mask. I'm not supposed to trading places. All right. It's always interesting what people's favourite comedy films are, I think. Didn't really save gas, fart in a piggy bank. I'll have to do for now. Ian said, pit time. Thanks for the banter. Right, mate. Unemployed said, say it isn't so. Where a guy loses his hand at the cow's bum. I've not seen that. He said, Wayne's World. I haven't seen that for years, you know. Yeah, Monty Python. Yeah, I think I've seen that Bullfrog, the old knuckle dusters on the old GTA. Pretty sure I have. I don't know if you know this, Bullfrog, but some of the knuckle dusters on one of the Assassin's Creed games are actually modelled completely off of pictures that I put online without asking me. CD Raptor, and I'll say goodnight. Rat hunting. See you soon. Good stream. Yeah, see you later, mate. Richard said, what was that sword you found in the grave in Fallout 4, Mike? I think I could make that in a day. Tell you what, I'll have to have a look on there. I'll look on there later if you want me, or tomorrow. I've just had another idiot on the airsoft self-defense video saying his airsoft would kill me in a single hit from 20 meters. Fuck's sake. Has he got the most powerful fucking airsoft in the world? Airsoft on a fucking firearms license. I'm pretty sure the fucking BB would probably just disintegrate one unless it was metal. Unemployed Blighty Boy said, meet the fuckers. I'm going to a biscuit with tea or milk. You know what? I had a biscuit with. Well, I don't have I have black coffee, so I don't have milk in the coffee, and I don't really. If I had tea, I'd rather have black tea if I had to. Or do you mean biscuit with tea or biscuit with milk? I don't know, biscuit with milk probably. We just said to Rums Up Log, do those people live in reality? It does make you laugh though, doesn't it? Then not he said, if he could throw it hard enough, I suppose it might. Maybe that's what he meant. Maybe he's a baseball player, baseball pitcher. He's got a really strong arm. Or maybe he's got a bayonet on it. Yeah, maybe he's got an airsoft with a bayonet on it. Pete said coffee. Well, either they mean air gun or not airsoft because they are too dumb to know the difference or are talking total bollocks. Or I think the second is more likely. But also said he didn't say that, Liam. I don't believe anyone would say that. I don't think my metal BB pistol would kill someone by shooting them. You can't beat them, but you can beat them to death with it. Oh, I believe in Bullfrog because we've only got to go on Liam's. Because it's probably a troll. You know, they probably. I don't know. You know. I believe in. I've seen some of the comments Liam gets. You have to do a print screen or something, Liam. Richard said if he had a metal airsoft gun, he could hit someone with a rifle butt. Unemployed Blighty Boy said, my 5-year-old niece loves digestives and tea. Must be what the body needs. Are you craving for food that is good for you? Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I think there's a thing in it. You do you get a craving for the things that your body wants and it needs. Liam said he's blocked now regardless. I must want the worst pair of trainers ever owned. I had a cheap pair of market trainers called Matchsticks when I was young. Oh, I'm fucking notorious for buying cheap trainers. I used to go to fucking Asda's and buy them £5 trainers, and they would last 2 weeks. But then, what do you expect for fucking £5 trainers? The best trainers I ever bought though are these ones I'm wearing right now. These Nike trainers. I've never owned Nike until these ones. They cost me about 30 quid, and they've lasted me at least 2 years now. They're getting a bit fucked on the inside, but Zajak said weapon collector. Yeah, that's me. Do you have a P90? No, I don't, mate. No, I don't have a P90. I'm waiting for the troll art of the comment now. Come on, hurry up. Don't keep us waiting. And Wesley, you're the same. Come on, do your troll bit. Unemployed Blight Boy said, great to Decathlon for some trainers. Yeah, I've never been there, but I have heard people mention that on here. Yeah, them ones, I think they're originally about 50 quid, maybe 60 quid, but I managed to find them on Amazon in some kind of sale, the ones I just showed you, for 30 quid. And I've noticed you get a proper decent pair of trainers. You know, these aren't expensive, but they're Nike, so they're a proper name. And they've lasted 2 years, and the soles are still all right. All they really need is a new inner sole, and then they'd be all right. They'd be good to go still. The soles on the bottom are still good. £5 trainers from Asda's, they literally last 2 weeks, and the sole cracks open. And Kate said, come on. Nothing about the cake girl school shooting. Get on with it, troll. Old Frog said, neighbourhood watch sign up. You ain't, have you? Don't say that. Wesley's finally done his one. Joe Cook said, they say the English Empire was built on tea. Think how much bigger it could have been if they didn't drink tea. Yeah, exactly. I like that. Maybe Zajak isn't a troll then. We'll give him a chance. What is your favourite gun? What I've got there, or in general? My favourite gun out of all of them is probably my Chinese model Type 86S bullpup rifle right in the middle there. Bristol said, remember Doc Martens? They were good lightweight shoes. You know what? I was wearing my steel toe cap Doc Martens earlier today, mate. There they are. Unemployed Blight Boy said 30 quid for train, the same as Nike. If you spend a bit of money, you do get them fucking Doc Martens I just showed you, at least they're probably 18 years old. Unemployed Blighty Boy, he said we shoot convicts, so he's probably going to start on the trolling bullshit. That's enough trolling bullshit for me. You know, he's not having a conversation. He's just saying they shoot convicts where he lives. I'm probably being a bit harsh blocking him for that, but it's not really contributing to anything, is it? Yeah. I said Kazakhstan is better than Uzbekistan because the lyrics in Borat said so. England should have a pair of Doc Marten boots are expensive now for UK made ones. Yeah, I noticed that. They're very expensive now, aren't they? So Jack said, how did you get guns in the UK? Isn't it illegal or do you have the pass? All of those guns are all stuff that you don't need licenses for. So they're all either deactivated, BB guns, air guns, crossbows, swords. It's all stuff that you don't need a license for. To own on your wall like that. Ben said, Kazakhstan, greatest country. Pete said, I need some black steel toe caps for my Halloween costume. Well, you can get these. I don't know what kinds you'd want, but see these. I can send you a link to these if you want. These are 15 quid. And they're the lightest. They're synthetic steel toe cap, I think, but they're the lightest boots I've ever had. That's why I bought them. I wanted some light boots because I hate the problem with Doc Martens steel toe caps. They're quite heavy. They're as light as trainers. They are. They're lovely. Iron Man Spark says, "Show us your winter hat collection." All right, it just happened to be here. Winter hat collection. This is technically Mark's hat that he got once when he was at this place called Youth at Risk when we were teenagers. I wouldn't normally wear this one because it's a bit weird looking. And I've just got the standard I didn't even put that one on properly, did I? Woolly hats. Well, that's my winter headgear. As I said, otherwise it will be 30 messages about the SA80. Ops with wrong info in. Yeah. Pete said he's back, he's down. Kern said, Pete said, what's your costume? No, Kern said that. Pete said, yeah, go for it. Yeah, 15 quid if you want some cheap boots, if you want some. They're all right, they are. Jack said, where do you live in the UK? Northern accent. No, I've got a southern accent, actually. Yeah, southern accent. No, I've got a southern accent, and I'm from near London. That kind of way down. Yeah, not from London, but that's the easiest thing to say. Iron Man Spartan said Tool Station do good boots. Pete said, are you Yoda? An accent I detect, not from me. Fuck's sake. Oh, God, that made me laugh. So it has his picture him being Yoda. Fuck's sake. Oh, God. You know. Paulford said you can wear a freehole balaclava rolled up his hat. Well, the other one I didn't get down was a balaclava. I'm not going to put it on, actually, because I'm not wearing a bloody balaclava in the stream again. Wolfram said we used to do that with them years ago. Yeah, I think Mount used to. Well, I probably did at one point when I was younger. Which was I heard you're not meant to wear steel toe cap boots while riding motorbikes, and they can cut your toes off if you crash. That's what I heard. Oh, I did not know that. Motorbike said Yoda had a hard job. All right, Zach, I'm not gonna block you, but I'm gonna remove that comment because you've deliberately written it like that because you noticed that wouldn't come through, didn't you? We don't do too much politics on here because it's just well, I find it boring, and then you just get stuck for ages talking about it. Not that he is politics, but he can be quite yeah. I'm not going to even explain anyway. What have I said? Where am I? I always thought it seemed a bit dodgy to have a balaclava rolled up if the police spot it and hassle it. Well, that's my instant thought then. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't have done it. I probably have done it as a teenager, but that's probably the worst time I could have done it. Yeah, I think they would. Some could be funny with you, couldn't they? You'd be probably better off just having a hat, wouldn't you? Luke said, I'm downstairs. Do you want to come on video, Luke? You can come on if you can't and knock on my door for a bit. I ain't got a chair for you though. You'd have to sit on a you have to sit on my table. Mount with you. Jack said sorry. It's alright, it's alright. It's just certain things we don't get into because it's just too much bother. Sorry, I am. What did he write in the end, Leo? I don't look fucking nothing like him. One of my subs was telling me he got hassled by a policeman driving around because he had some camo on. Yeah, that's not acceptable, is it? Should be able to go around a fucking camo on, couldn't you? Luke said no, come to the door. It's obvious which door it is, one that says live streaming on it. Got a guest in, got 2 guests in today.
Oh, hello.
This has got a delay, so you won't know
when
you're on. This is Luke outdoors.
How you doing?
And Charlotte. Chazinator. Those downstairs. Hang on, I'll put it on. Well, you'll see in a minute. It's delayed on here. But...
Really?
How you doing?
So it's about 5 minutes after. Does anyone recognise Luke and Charlotte? Well, Charlotte is there. You can see her. There you are.
I'm here now.
Can I write something on this?
What, on there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just so I can tell you something.
Hang on, where's I've got another one somewhere. Oh,
That's fair, yeah.
yeah, if not, that one works. Right, where am I?
Does it work?
No, that's got an iPhone in it.
I don't know that, do I?
Tactical pen.
Oh.
That's the glass breaker you discovered on there. Jeans and Jumper said, evening, Luke and Charlotte.
How you doing?
Right, where am I? I'm as much as Jack, if you are sorry, if the bean trick from 4 Lines movie. Right, where am I? Made a trial. Oh, yeah, I saw it, Liam. Don't worry about that. Colin said, I'm Colin and Luciana from Liverpool. Hope you're doing great. Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Yeah,
Did you get it?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, wait to tell you.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
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 Oh. What can I say? Can I say what I want?
No. Soon.
All right, yeah.
Next week, alright?
Oh, I'll give out that.
Alright. I get a chance to probably talk to you, I'll talk to you.
All right.
When you're not
Well, I'll
last
be
week.
done in 15 minutes if you're still here.
Yeah, I'll wait then.
Get past, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to stop at 5:30.
Oh,
So.
I'll see you in a bit then.
Yeah. Here in a minute. Right, where am I? Rumsfeld said, was getting asked why he didn't want to be seen and if he was up to no good, etc., and some other crap. Who was that? What? Oh, don't worry about it. Pete said he's Luke indoors. Oh yeah, Luke outdoors. Yeah, Luke indoors. Yeah. Oh, one of your subs was telling you he got hassled, was getting asked why he didn't want to be seen and if he was up to no good. Yeah, that's fucking pathetic, isn't it? Women have said you can ask a woman what she thinks of your war now. No, I should have. I'll tell you what. Do you want me to go and run and ask her quickly? No, I won't actually. I'll find out for next time. I'll ask her now and I'll find out for next time. A vicar said to me to keep the peace. Talk about sex, everyone agrees. Talk about politics, no one agrees. That's true. That is very true. Wolf said, be careful near the wall, Mike. May not have pulled weapons on securely. No, they're all right, mate. Telling you, they're all right. Joe Cook said, did you get the message about one of your videos? No, but I'll look later because when I'm on here, I ain't got time to look. But yeah, Joe, I'll have a look. I will have a look a bit later after this. Wolf said, Redback still pointing out the window this time. different direction. Yeah, a little bit pointed towards bit more southernly this time. Counted, if anyone has to rob your house, they would look at the wall and shit themselves. They'd have to get into here first, and then once they're in here, they'd have to get out. So, as I've said, people like to argue about homosexuality and fetishes. Well, yeah, that's true as well. You can't win. You can't win no matter what you bloody what comes up really. I must like to say, most women don't like weapons. Just so for decorations and handbags. Yeah, that's true. I'll tell you what though, if I had a missus, I would actually prefer one that didn't like weapons and did, because they can rein you in a little bit. Not you know, I think sometimes opposites are better than. Well, I'd like one that isn't bothered by them, but at the same time doesn't like the, you know, doesn't want to collect them themselves. But the thing is, a lot of people, some of these things are shocking at first, but when you get used to it, it becomes normal. Joe Cook said, "You legend." Cheers, mate. Pete said, "You mean you can't up? What makes it come up?" I've said, it's like when I stream. Why is there no webcam? Why are you not streaming that game? Yeah, I know. You literally can't fucking win. And that's why, you see, I know most of you understand the politics and religion stuff. It's just, I want my streams to be a laugh. I don't want a load of fucking arguments and people pissing each other off deliberately. But I don't enjoy that. And, you know, I want everyone to just have a chat, have a laugh, talk about our interests, not argue about what fucking politician they like and what they don't like. You know, do that in your own fucking time, not in my fucking streams. Well, for, you know, and other things, not just politics, then there's religion, then there's individual people and stuff like that. You know, if it was what actor do you hate, oh, that's not so bad. But even that could bring up arguments, couldn't it? No, but Bullfrog, I know for a fact you've definitely offended people on here, you know, and probably deliberately, from what I think. You know, if you ask some of the people who have relatives who are in the army, I would say that you have definitely offended them, you know, and that may then stop them coming on my streams, you know. Weapons, I've said, read that, didn't I? Lawful said, women don't like weapons, games, and cars, and those that are bloody weirdos. I certainly wouldn't like a woman. Certainly wouldn't like a woman into gas masks. I'm not into them in that way. Pete said, "Same." Lawful did. Yeah, I read that. Weapons, I said, I've met loads of normal women into cars. Don't try this. I don't even bat an eyelid with your weapons when I see them all the time, do you, Mike? No, you don't. When you get used to them, it just becomes normal then. It just means I see a lot of people say, please unblock me on your stream. Yeah, on Liam's, yeah. My man's like, I hate Steven Seagal, fake motherfucker. Bullfrog, if you want all the arguments and talk about Corbyn and all that, you do some live streams and we'll all come on yours and do it. But I just don't want to talk about it. It's boring and bullshit, and you know, it's also, I wouldn't go to the pub and talk about politics. Pink said, girls don't like boys. Girls like cars and money. Good Charlotte, yeah. I've got good Charlotte album, you know. When the stuff said, Like we've said before, if we were smart, we'd make a new account and just keep quiet. Exactly. That's the thing I don't understand, how thick they are. Make a new account, never mention that you got blocked, and no one would ever know. Wolfhawk said, anyone I've offended, I'm deeply sorry, and I you forgive me. Otherwise, I'll have to turn to the Bible, and I'll be forgiven anyway. Thanks for taking time to read this. I can sense a hint of sarcasm there. But instead of making new accounts harassing me and others, then solidifying my reason for blocking them. What's everyone doing tomorrow? Got any plans? Pocketfuls just come on, right, mate? You're a bit late, aren't you? I think most people have trolled before it's childish. I don't think I've ever trolled anyone's videos ever. Generally, never have. You know, I might have if I was if the internet was around when I was a teenager, but I've never ever, because I wouldn't watch someone I dislike. You know, I may have gone on to a video that I liked the look of, and then it was a sort of fake video that wasn't really what it was supposed to be, and thumbs down it. That's about the most I've ever done. If I don't like it, I wouldn't leave a comment on. Richard said, also, us talking about it for the most part is not going to change anything. Just drag the mood down, in my honest opinion. Yeah, that's a good point, Rich. Yeah. It does. Some of the shit people come out of on here annoys me to the point that sometimes I don't actually want to do a live stream. I think, oh, am I going to have to come on and listen to that twat talking fucking shit again? You know, not aimed at any individuals. There's a few people who do it. Drives me up the fucking wall, and it makes me. I can't even enjoy my own live streams because people can't just fucking be. Oh, I don't know. You know what I mean, don't you? So, yeah. Because I know there are people who do it deliberately now as well. I can tell by the amount of time they do it, and especially if I block the words that people say to block them doing it, and then they'll start writing it in different ways. So they know that their stuff isn't coming up. So now they're deliberately trying to get around it to put the stuff in still. Weapons officer, like to ban one a couple of times on my most recent stream. Don't know which idiot it was. There's been a couple. I can't stay away after being blocked. Yeah, it just doesn't make no sense. Make a new account. Never mention the old one, and you would never know, would you? Pocketful said, tomorrow, mate, I'm flying my drone. Oh, nice. He said, sorry, I've been downstairs. Joe said, I'm going, but you rock. It's cool to keep up with the good work tomorrow. Norwich car boots. Nice one, mate. Yeah, I do like your car boots. I haven't been one of them ages. See you later, Joe. I'll check your message later, mate. Pete said, I've had a laugh but never trolled. I said, trolling never works against smart people anyway. I made a few comments before, but it's just silly and don't do it anymore. Timothy said, I'm going to stuff my face, drink a bit of wine, and watch some war movies and sci-fi tomorrow. I might watch a film tomorrow. Yeah. But this with people completely ignoring me and trying to piss me off recently, it's happened in the last 4 or 5 streams now. And it's starting to be a not enjoyable thing sometimes now. People just won't fucking stop it. I'll still carry on, but I might get a lot more fucking harshy with my blocking. That's what people don't realise. Some people might think some of the blocking me and Liam do is harsh. But when you have to do these streams, people continuously, deliberately keep fucking doing things. You then start being harsh to everyone. Yeah. Oh yeah, everyone gets one warning, but you know, well, all depends. Well, all depends. If they're just a blatant full troll, they're blocked straight away without warning. You know, when they come on and say something like cock or some stupid bullshit, you know, that's an instant block because they're just a fucking idiot. Pocket said, "Hold on, what have I missed? Have you been trolled tonight?" If so, wankers. No, well, not really. It's just I don't know. I can't. There's been trolls, and then there's been the deliberate ignoring what I've asked people not to talk about and stuff like that. Bristol said, "Going to the beach about 20 miles away, meet up with some biker friends." That's nice. I said, after a few normal comments, it was suddenly, "Do you know who I am?" Instant block. Yeah, and they never needed to mention it, did they? Well, said, "Last time I piloted a drone, he took my head off of it." Bloody hell. You've never flown a drone, piloted a drone, never even seen one doing it. No, I was going to say, I've seen footage of people flying one, but never, you know. Richard said, "I'm finishing that dagger I mentioned. If I upload the video tomorrow, you and I'll finished it." Pete said, "Off to bed now. See you later." Yeah, I'll be on for 5 more minutes and I'm going off. I said, just block the people doing it after a warning, to be honest. Yeah, generally always no picture or videos. Yeah, that's the instant giveaway. You can check it. They'll come on, they'll have no picture, no picture first, and they'll be talking about something completely random. Go onto their channel and they'll have nothing, no playlists, no background picture, no videos, no nothing. But you get to a stage where you can spot them straight away. But no, for we didn't actually have any trolls in here. It's actually regulars doing it, if anything. There was a couple of trolls, but my man Spartan said drones are banned in certain places. Rockford said block the twats. Right, mate. Question. Have you got or have you played Bloodborne? Meant to be the business. Thinking about getting to one. No, I've never played that. Mr. said Mike got you a cup of cocoa. Oh, yeah, I think I need something to calm me down now. Fucking ought to be in a good mood. That's the thing, though. That's what this is doing. Every time someone keeps deliberately trying to piss off other viewers, deliberately bringing up shit I've tried to stop and all that, it just makes it, for me, unenjoyable. And then, but I'm pretty sure the people who do it, they don't give a fuck. They probably enjoy pissing people off, don't they? You wouldn't do it otherwise. But I said, some do a bit more effort, picturing a couple of things, but again, act like idiots. Rob said, "You'll have to get into drones and used to saying Matt link in bio, and you'll never become a YouTuber you deserve to be." Fuck's sake. Yeah, weed might work. It also makes me bloody paranoid, so that'd be instant off the fucking stream then. I've said it's like constant pushing a point that has been mentioned to stop. It's like a challenge. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, I blocked certain words to stop people doing it, and then they just, that's how I know they're doing it deliberately, because they're writing other things to get round the little block I've done. Prostitutes might work. No, Zed, not Zed, your jokes are fine, mate. Don't worry about that. I would say they're a fucking Zed, not Z bad joke right now. Go on. Chuck one on me, mate. Hopefully, massive part that does extras. DJ Rat Trap, and I'm on the phone. If you have said something, I'm sorry. No, you ain't said nothing. No. The people who do it know who they are. What was that? No, it's just water, mate. Yeah, I'll stay down for a couple more minutes. I'll just read these last ones. You know what? Unemployed blight boy. All I'm going to do tomorrow, I think, is play Metal Gear. Maybe watch Liam stream in the evening and watch a couple of films, I think. Yeah, constructive criticism's all right. I don't get much of that on here from the Charles there. Unemployed blight, but no, you're not a child, mate. You're not a child. None of you lot are trolls, but there are people in the stream deliberately bringing up things I've asked not to and doing it every single time. Every single stream. And the only reason they don't get blocked is because they're regulars. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5. I better go off in a second because they wanted to talk to me. Them two who's in here. Right, that's it. I'm going off now. So sorry if I missed anyone's comments there. Right, that's it. So yeah, sorry, James. I'm just finishing now, mate. Yeah, have a good day at work, everyone who's working and anyone who ain't. And yeah. All right. Good night, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll be on Liam's if anyone's on. And then I stream my Twitch stuff all the time anyway, every night virtually. All right. See you a lot later. Good night.